Hello and welcome to another Chelsea live stream, people. Chelsea are in for a big week. We'll be signing the likes of Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Mohamed Salah. No, guys, we are in a new era. We are looking at a new project. We are looking at very, very good signings. We are looking at very good talent. And I thought, you know what? The main guy on my is that my left or my right? Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. But the guy on my other side gave him the news. He gave him the plug. Chelsea are in for a big week. Many changes happening. Many outgoings as well. Who are we looking at? Wingers, strikers, defenders, everything basically. So sit back, enjoy. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on the topics that we do speak about. My co-host today, Sindri, is not feeling well, so I'll do the intro for him. He's got a headache. He woke up on the wrong side today. I didn't think he's probably thinking, was we meant to stream today? But I said, you know what? Let's stream. I'm in the office for the next 3 days. It's going to be very difficult. So here we are. But Sindri, I hope you're feeling better and I hope you get well better.
Thanks, man. I am feeling better from what I woke up with today. Like last week and this week, I had one day where I was ill, and it was just a massive headache where it just put me out of everything. So yeah, I'm feeling better, and that's why was like, you know what, I don't have anything else to do, and I'm off for streaming. So I'm always down for streaming. So yeah, so that's why when you
As
said
always.
when you said you were streaming, I was like, yeah, I'm down for that. So
Perfect. I mean, look, we've got many topics to be speaking about. Obviously, Chelsea in for a busy week. We're in advanced talks with the Barcelona winger, of course, Mark. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're just hearing new names every single day now, Sindra.
yeah,
We're hearing new
yeah,
names.
he's a striker, but MARC
They,
GUI.
they, they said it, they said on articles he's a winger.
Nah, from what I've seen, he's a striker.
Oh mate, apologies if I got it wrong, people. But from what
Yeah,
I've seen winger because apparently after the Williams and Alisi news, obviously this player's now come
yeah,
up. I'm losing track of all these players. I don't even follow social media like that. I got my guy under me here sending me links every single hour of the day. I'm thinking,
yeah,
okay, cool, it's brilliant. Where the signings at? You know, what's going
yeah.
on?
I need
So
to keep you up to date, man.
I agree, man. Well, I saw this one. I thought, you know what? Ben Jacobs,
Yeah.
big up to him. He's been on the channel a couple of times as well on the WorldWideChels channel. He's been here for the history, of course. Look, he's saying big, busy week. What Kellerman medical passed. So that one's
Yeah.
going to be announced officially very, very soon, if not already. I mean, I'm not on socials, but yeah, I don't think it's done currently. Williams ruled out before Chelsea's failed Elise pursuit. Did we fail or did we walk away or did we maybe we did fail?
I think it was just too expensive. He's 21 and he's already on over £200,000 a week.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
and we don't want that structure. Like we want our wages to be like, okay, you get a certain wage, and if you will perform and exceed expectations. So for example, this season is to maybe say qualify for the Champions League, or maybe say get second place, or even if I know it's and even if we win the league, and the mental thing is if we win the league, then I think the players will get a pay rise with bonuses and stuff, like because they're performing well. But if say we are performing badly, they will. I think the wage will not reduce like in total, but they will not. Yeah, it's something that we don't want, like a set structure on the amount of money the players earn, because it will also then maybe say boost the players to play better, because they know that if they perform better, they earn better,
No,
and
for
that's
sure. Yeah,
always a positive.
no, for sure. I mean, obviously, I'm sure they've learned the lessons from Raheem Sterling as well. A very
Mm-hmm.
experienced player on very, very high wages. Big up Yas for supporting the channel as always. I tried to message you at work earlier today. Think man didn't even get a reply back. I know you're a busy man. I know you're making your mullah and that, but come on, man, you got to remember your brothers, man. You get me? So big up to you. But look, we're gonna go through the article. Of course, got multiple championship clubs on Alfie as well.
And
Um, sorry.
The club where Fabregas is now
Oh,
the
Fabulous.
manager,
Yeah. I've seen that.
they're playing in they got promoted to the the Serie A.
Serie A.
So I would actually think about, instead of loaning him to the Championship, I would think of maybe loan him to Fabregas or Ancomo if they are down for it, because he will then get Serie A experience. He will play under a really good coach in Fabregas. Like, from what I've seen from how he has been on when he has been a pundit and stuff like that, he really shows his tactical side of the game and knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
And
of course.
it will also help them, and maybe we can have maybe like a Vitesse thing with Como, where we have a lot of good young players. Maybe we can loan them out to you.
No,
Because
it's very, very true. I mean, Fabregas is doing a great job. Such as the guy under me as well, he's doing a great job in his opinions. He's covering all the news. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, look, it's just about whether the player wants to go to Italy in the first place. I think that's the most important thing as well. Does Alfie want to play over there? Does he want to challenge and try and stay in the Premier League and get experience? I think that's always down to the player as well. I think the clubs would agree. In theory,
Yeah.
I don't think that there would be any issue with that. But it's just about whether the player would agree, of course. Ben Jacobs obviously works with GiveMeSport.com. Obviously, we've been going through his news. Chelsea on course to make Omari Kellerman the latest signing. The Blues have also entered advanced talks over a deal for Barcelona teenager MARC GUIU. Hopefully, I pronounced it right as well. Broha, Lukaku, among the names who could seal their departure. I can't believe we're still talking about Lukaku in 2024. Broha, who I thought was actually a permanent deal, but was actually a loan deal. Was it Fulham? I already lost count. It was Fulham, right?
Fulham for between 4 to 6 million for the loan move in January, and he didn't pay once.
That is crazy.
Yeah. He was a bit lucky because of that. That Munoz guy had hit like his purple patch. Of course, I think it was it February or March, player of the month in the Premier League. So of course he was unlucky there with him hitting his like purple patch, and then he couldn't. Yeah, but he didn't play a single minute for Fulham. So
what? Not even from the bench.
No, I don't think he did. I can check.
Surely, there's a clause of us getting paid even more for him not playing.
I think we did. I think we get more because he didn't play.
That is crazy. That is actually crazy.
Armando Broja. Let's see.
While Sindre looks for that, Chelsea have been really active so far this transfer window, but it's only going to get busy for head coach Enzo Maresca and co-owner Todd Bowley at the Stamford Bridge this week. New striker Omari Kellerman has already passed his medical ahead of a 19 million move from Aston Villa. Left back Ian Martson is going to other in a separate deal worth 37.5 million. We could even pocket in excess of 40 million if all add-ons are met. Chelsea have also confirmed Gustavo Willian, the next Neymar, special type of talent from Brazil. Hopefully, he'll be the next big name. He'll be joining from Palmeiras, of course, in the summer of 2025 after the Club World Cup. And he is also, as I already said, is seen as a generational talent. Will go straight into the first team when he does arrive the following season, of course. What else we got here? Chelsea are still looking to bring in one more forward. Advanced talks continue with Barcelona's 18-year-old MARC GUIU, of course, who has a 5 million release clause. Is that it? 5 million. Okay. The Blues think this is fantastic value, and although he has a new contract on the table from his current employers, the Premier League giants are optimistic about completing a deal. We'll also look at Jonathan David, who's available between 20 and 25 million. I think me and Sindri aren't really against that either. Canada was also discussed during Graham Potter's regime as well. Chelsea face competition from Spurs, United, and West Ham. What else you got here? John Duran. We've got Stuttgart striker, Hoffenheim. We've got so many strikers basically, but the trio are not seen to be as front runners as targets to join at this stage. Chelsea put off by the 40 million price tag. Thank God for that, because it is a
Yeah,
lot of money, and have
yeah.
some concerns the player is impatient for immediate game time.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid forward is a player Chelsea have tried really in the last 10 days.
Yeah,
What?
we bid for him. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday last week. Bid 40 million for Samuel Omorodion.
Wow.
So of course he had a decent uh season at Alaves. I think he scored nine goals for them, but he looks to be someone, of course, Atletico wants to keep. They don't know what will happen with Morata, or Griezmann is getting to the end, like latter stage of the season. So yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, look, there is so much news here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be real with you, Sindri. I did not expect us to be looking at this type of caliber of targets. When Todd Bowley had first come in with a clear lake and stuff,
Yeah.
this is not the target market that I was looking at or thinking of that Chelsea will be pursuing, if that
No,
makes sense.
I think it's weird for a lot of Chelsea fans, but of course they want to buy the next, instead of spending between 50 and 100 million for a world class player, they want to sign the next thing. So they're to avoid spending the 50 million. They want to buy the next thing, and yeah, like I said, so we get like a young and upcoming player that could potentially be worth 60 million, like kind of what Brighton have been doing with Casado and McAllister, where they bought them cheap and sold them for a lot of profit.
Mm. I mean, look, the player that we're signing from Brazil that's joining the following year,
Yeah.
amazing. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah, as well, Willian, or Messinho as he's called, he's arguably uh the next. He is arguably up there, if not even a bigger talent than what Endrick is. And we were also linked with Endrick
Yeah,
when
too much money.
before that he signed for Real Madrid. And of course, I think this is a reason why we also now are signing him for in total 60 million, because we don't want to miss out on a player like that again. Like we missed out on Endrick, and that's why we said this is the guy that we want. Of course, he will not join us until next season, and he will therefore know how to fill Endrick boots in the Palmeiras team. And I think that this could be a really breakout season. Of course, could arguably face Palmeiras in the Club World Cup, which we will play, I think, in January, or yeah, because we are playing in the Club World Cup, because of it's a new format, bigger competition. So yeah, that will be interesting. We can maybe watch him play against us for
That would
Palmeiras.
be ideal.
Yeah,
That would be
because
ideal.
that's why Palmeiras didn't want him to join this summer, is because they didn't want him to face Palmeiras in the Club World Cup. So, and we said that was
What if he
okay.
gets injured?
Yeah, that sucks. I hope he cannot. Of course, he looks like he's someone that's really talented. Him and Ken Paez is arguably are maybe, like, I would say, the faces of the new
I agree.
South American
I
project that Chelsea
I
want
agree with that,
to.
because even for me, like, I'm sure you've been following these youngsters and stuff about their journeys and that, but for me, I haven't been following as much. But when I look at these names, those two are the ones that stand out for me personally. Those ones I'm looking at, all right, cool. Are they going to come
Yeah,
and perform for Chelsea in the coming years?
yeah,
That's
and
what I want to see personally.
yeah, we can already see the talent. Like Paez is now 17 years old, and he's playing in the Copa America for Ecuador. Of course, earlier I think it was a friendly or in the first match, he swapped his shirt with Lionel Messi. And that tells you something. When Messi, of course, being on the pitch with him, he can choose, arguably, he could choose to keep his shirt, but of course, if he I don't know who asked it, but if it was Pius, I understand that it's Messi that we're talking about here. You're 16, 17 years old, and are, of course, playing against Messi and playing at a top level for your national team. Of course, they didn't get the result they wanted to in the first game. They lost, but yeah. And our link with this guy Anselmino, he's a centre back from Boca Juniors, who is another one. I don't know if he will join Strasbourg or we will sign him and send him out on loan to Strasbourg if that happens. But Chelsea are going for a lot of young players. And we don't want, like, for example, this MARC GUIU guy, we don't want, we saw that 6 million release clause is too good to say no, to not buy him for that. He's, of course, he scored a goal for Barcelona, he's played some minutes for them. What he will do this season, I don't know. If he will be a part of the squad like David Washington was, but we will have to see what happens with the outgoings, because I've heard that a lot of outgoings are going to happen in the next few weeks.
Who are we hearing currently right now?
Well, of course, Madsen has just left.
Yep.
We are also being investigated because of how we're doing deals with Aston Villa and stuff, because of how the like, because the PSR loophole, like, of course, I don't think this Kellerman guy is actually worth 20 million.
Yeah.
Like, he's barely played minutes for Aston Villa, I think, and I don't think he is actually worth 20 million.
But I don't get it though. What's the catch? What's the catch for us? Why do we do that? I'm confused.
I think it was to sweeten the Matson deal. Like, they bought over the the release clause he had, but that also expired. But to buy someone that's worth 20 times his his transfer value, or 19 times, because we bought it for 90 million, is still, in my opinion, over the value. I think if we really, I think 10 million, nothing in the talks with the Premier League would, and we will be investigated because of the whole PSR loophole that we're doing now, where we're selling an academy player, which will be 37.5 million in just pure profit, and then we give 90 million to Aston Villa, and they get 90 million in pure profit. So yeah.
So just to confirm, people that are tuning in now, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification. We'll try to stream whenever we can. It's all on me. Syndra is always free. Your boy's at work, unfortunately. So if we do stream over the next 3 days, it will be a late one around 9:30 p.m. UK time, which will be 10:30 p.m. for Syndra if it's available, which I think in the summer holidays is fine for now.
Yeah.
But guys, keep liking the video. As you can see, here we go for another signing for Chelsea Football Club. It should be around £5 million, £6 million release clause. Barcelona had offered the player a new contract to try and get him out of that, but it looks like we have snatched the player. We have got the player over Barcelona. They took Rafinha from us, and now we've got the next German Messi. I was going to say Marco Marin, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you remember Marco Marin. Everyone was like, he's the next German Messi.
Yeah, I remember Marco Marin. Mostly because of his his face similar to Matt H the Gamer.
Oh yeah. There you go. How old were you when we signed him?
When did we sign Marco Marin again?
2012, 2013.
So not so I would have then been like nine. That's 12 years ago now.
I can't believe Marco Marin days was 12 years ago. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, we signed him in 2012.
Yeah, 2012 after winning Champions League. Yeah.
Yeah.
So new signing, man. You excited, Sindri? He's gonna be a
Well,
first team baller. 20 goals in the season.
I think of course this team, what we're doing now, we're also trying to secure us now with more players in the striker position because we only have Nkunku and Nico Jackson in that because and we want our squad to be up to play over 50 games a season. They want us, of course, to go far in the cup competitions, cup competitions, in both in the league or in England and of course in Europe, and that's why they at least want, I think, 2 to 3 players per position. So I think if we sign Jonathan David, I would think it will be, but the problem here is for Datro Fofana, David Washington, some of them has to go, in my opinion, if we sign him. I think Fofana is likely to leave. Sadly, as I don't like it because we bought him from Norway. I watched a little bit of him. I think he's really good, but yeah, we need to sell some of our players, and we'll see who it is.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, look, this is Fabrizio Romano's tweet. Got Mark to Chelsea. Here we go. The club has just informed Barcelona the plan to trigger the €6 million release clause for the 2006 born striker. Thank you, Sindri, for being correct on that one. I must have misread it somewhere. Verbal agreement in place with the players' agents, now proceeding with formal steps later this week. It's expected to sign a long-term deal with Chelsea. Guys, make sure you guys keep liking the video. Got 30 people tuning in now. As we said, we're trying to cover all the latest Chelsea news, all the topics. It's going to be a busy week for Chelsea, so make sure you guys keep tuning in. Next 3 days will be around 9:30 p.m. UK time onwards if we go live. So, Sindri, let's talk about the players that we expect to leave. I mean, look, we spoke about Lukaku, we spoke about Broha. Are there any obvious names that we're missing out here that most likely will be leaving? I mean, I've not heard anything about Gallagher to Spurs. It looks like he might get a new deal, maybe.
Yeah, I think Gallagher is someone that's going to stay, and we then want to at least give him a new contract because one thing we don't want is to lose him for free, because that will just suck for us because of like this is someone who we can get pure profit from if we want to sell him.
Yeah, it's very, very true. I mean, look, Conor Gallagher, a lot of rival fans are telling me for England, they don't see why he's that good. I mean, look, he's very energetic. He works hard. He's come from a long way for Chelsea. And yeah, if we were to get any type of money for him, whether it's 40 million plus, that's mega. But his squad depth player, he has been decent this season. I can't really say he's been bad. I can't really hate on him. I can't really say he's not good enough. He was a lot better than majority of the players in the squad. So maybe he was playing for a new contract. Maybe we shall see very soon what happens, man. Are we expecting any other players to leave Sindri before we wrap up?
I think Chalobah.
I've not heard anything about Chalobah.
No, I don't heard anything, but I think he will leave because it's pure profit. I think Omar Hutchinson will leave.
Permanent or on a loan?
Permanent. We don't want to loan him out.
So we're looking at 30+ million.
30. Yeah, I think if we get the offer for 30 million, I think we'll accept that.
It's a big statement, by the way. Ronaldo and Messi was signed by United and Barcelona at a very young age. What's he trying to say? He's trying to say we're going to have superstars on our hands.
Who else do I think? Arguably, maybe Cucurella or Chilwell. I think
they'll be alright if Cucurella goes.
Especially after the Euros he's had. He has just kept Grimaldo out of the team. So, yeah. But I think at least maybe a left back should go. That's why we're looking for another left back. I think one that we should maybe think about is Chilwell. I know he's a vice captain, but yeah, the problem is we don't know how it will work out with Maresca, and we don't know how Chilwell will play in that Maresca system. So that's something
to keep an eye out for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that brings music to my ears.
I think Malang Sarr is someone that's going to be sold.
Well, so forgot about
Yeah.
him.
Who else? Cassidy is someone that's been talked about. I've seen that he will listen to what Maresca is saying because we have so many good midfielders. We have, of course, Lavia is coming back. We have Andre Santos, Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher, Chukwemeka. So we have a lot of Cassidy now. We have a lot of Ugochukwu as well. We have a lot of we have a lot of midfield depth. So some of them maybe have to go. Fafana, Washington.
Yeah. No, it's a good point you're making. There's a
I
lot of
don't think Sterling and Mudryk, either of them will be sold. If one, I think it's going to be Sterling because of his wages. The problem is to find someone that's actually want to take his wages off our books.
Yeah. No, I mean, definitely for sure. Look, I think good stream, people. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I know it's not been 30 minutes. Unfortunately, there's a lot to do at home. I need to sort out before my work days.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we go live in the next couple of days, it'll be after 9:30 p.m. UK time if there are major news or signings. So look out for that 9:30 p.m. UK time on Wednesday, Thursday, and also Friday. And weekends can be anytime, basically, depending on the Euros as well. So Sindre, thanks for tuning in. As always, thanks for making time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
And I hope you get better ASAP as well. We need you 100%. And everyone tuning in, man, keep liking the video. Every like helps on the channel. One click, one like. As always, subscribe and hit the notification. And we'll see you guys very soon, man. Peace.